Welcome back, traders. In this video, I want to talk to you about 5 trading mistakes that you're making, but they're not going to be the classic cliche ones of not using a stop loss, too much of size, gambling. Those are mistakes, but everyone knows those. So I'm going to try to throw you a curveball and switch them up of mistakes you may not even know you're making, or you don't even know they are mistakes. So let's start off with the first one here of taking too many trades. You've heard me say this a lot. I've backed it up with my own stats on TradeZella of more trades is not equal more profits. For many of us, I would say a large majority, the more we trade, the more we're just obviously putting risk in the market, which just causes more uncertainty that we could just lose more. But it's also for our peace of mind and our mental capital to preserve it throughout the rest of the week. That the more trades we take, the more likely we're to take some bad trades towards the back half of the week, keep on over trading on a given day and give back gains. So now we no longer have a green day. If we started off with a winning trade in the morning, we give it back and now we're red on the afternoon. So that might bleed over into tomorrow. Since we ended that day with red, we're mad at ourselves. We come back in the next day, we're vengeful, and we keep on trading because of that red day. Just taking too many trades. Rather than letting the trades come to us, knowing we have a plan, if it has to look like this are my variables, this is my plan, this is my strategy. If it doesn't look like that, I'm not taking it. I'm comfortable letting trades go by, even if they would have won. If I created an idea and it won, it worked out, it wasn't my trade. I'll get my opportunity. Having an abundance mindset and realistic expectations that you don't need many trades to make a lot of money. The second one here, not playing the game. Now, what is the game? For many of us, we're trading with these funded future firms and looking to get payouts. And whether it's the XFA, we could even talk about the combines, you have to gamify it a little bit of they do have rules and criteria. In the XFA, you have to have at least 5 days of $200 to get that first payout. So if you're bagging your wins at $100, 150, it's nice green days to build the buffer, but it's not going to qualify you for that payout. Or on the combine stage, when we have to try to get there by the end of the month, preferably, so we don't have to face that rebuild date, we're not taking enough trades, right? I don't want us to overtrade, but we're not taking enough trades that are in our plan, so we're over trading, putting too much risk on, that we kind of stay stagnant and the P&L is not progressing because we're just staying where we are, taking wins, giving it right back with a silly loss. Taking another big win, giving it right back with a big loss because we stepped outside of our plan. So you have to play the game realizing my job is to end the day green. Trying to stack my P&L to this target. You could put a goal in mind of a deadline that you want to have it done by, if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But break it down. If I normally take this many trades per day, this is my win rate. How many trades will it take me to probably get to 3,000 if I need to make 3,000 for that challenge? Then it should take me around 2 weeks. Too many people don't have a plan and they don't play the game. They just throw trades on, hoping that I hope I make a lot of money today, and then that'll get me closer to my goal. But they're not really playing within the rules because you can't lose more than 1,000 in a day, more than 2,000 overall. So how are you going to get to that $3,000 target before getting down to that 2,000 drawdown? So keep in mind what the rules are and how you're going to approach that combine. The third one, afraid of being wrong. Now, of course, many of us are. We don't want to be wrong. We don't like being wrong or losing a trade. We have to throw that out the window. We have to have trust in our system, in our entry signals, and the trades we're taking, and have to throw fear of taking a loss, right? That could also what this could be called, out the window. We can't be afraid to be wrong. Too many people I see talk themselves out of a nice winning trade just out of instinct or not wanting to take the trade. They're trying to talk themselves out of needing to take the trade when they know they should be in it, but deep down they're afraid of being wrong, so they look for things that are wrong with it and they don't take it, right? Because it is uncertain of this is technically my plan, but now we all do it sometimes of not making things up, but looking for the things that potentially could be wrong with it to the extreme side to just talk ourselves out of it because deep down we don't want to be in it because I'm afraid to lose. I don't want to be wrong. I'm not getting in. I'm hesitating. I'm not getting in this. I don't want to lose because many of us are building a balance in this XFA account, like I'm saying. We don't want to give back gains. It gets me further from my payout, of course, but we can't know what the outcome of these trades are. All we could do is stick to the plan, repeat it consistently, and then do it over the long term. So you're going to be wrong. You're going to take losses. We're going to learn from these losses. I just did my October review. I only really went over my losses because that's where I actually learned the most. Here's a nice winning trade. Here's a nice winning trade. But all the losses showed what I'm doing wrong, what I could be doing better. So I actually welcome losses, healthy losses, reasonably sized losses, because I have no problem being wrong. I know I can find another winning trade over the long term. So I'll take a loss today I'm not a failure. I wasn't wrong all the time. I used my best judgment. I followed my plan. Can't judge me for that. One more, two more. Trading alone. So, a mistake I think personally is trading alone, whether it's you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever it is. Even if you're getting consistent payouts, I still think it's a mistake to trade alone. Not even just like on the lonely side of you're isolated, you're not sharing your ideas with anybody, you're kind of just not really enjoying the journey of trading. It's a nice community that you're just alone. It can be lonesome. But I think the ones that are struggling even more, it's definitely a mistake to be trading alone. We have people in our Black Shirt Club, our private mentorship group, where we encourage everybody to use the group to your advantage. Everyone's there to help each other grow, push each other, hold them accountable, as well as learn from them of okay, they took this trade, why did they take that? Oh, I didn't take this trade, they did. What did I potentially misread, or why didn't I get in? Or he's dealing with something I'm dealing with right now. How did or he overcame it? Let me ask him or her, how did they get over it? Because I'm trying to learn just as well, right? So when you're alone, you don't really know what you need to be taught and what you need to fix, really. You're kind of just not giving yourself honest what needs to be done feedback because there's not another set of eyes on your trading. And the obvious answer that I touched on in the beginning of it is a lonely industry if you just traded by yourself, made money, lose money, whatever it is. I like the community that we have talking to traders all day, getting even if I'm not in a trade, bouncing ideas off each other, helping other people with their ideas because it even helps me seeing what they're going through. I can still remind myself, okay, yeah, this is how I dealt with it. Let me remind myself of that. So I just don't think anyone should trade alone ever because it's just not as fun. And then the last one, which the other ones were maybe a little bit more unique, but this one, not having a strategy. Easy answer, definitely a mistake. And if you're surprised by this one, then that's worrisome. But you need a strategy. All these other ones are definitely mistakes, but this is the biggest mistake to have if you don't have a strategy. Because then you are indeed gambling. You're not going to see consistent results because you're not doing anything consistently. Everything's just scattered, putting on a trade there. I'm short here with this much money, and then I'm going to go long tomorrow with a lot more money. Hope I win. Oh, I actually lost. Everything's untrackable, inconsistent. So you need a strategy. And that's why we actually just came out with Futures 2.0. It's finally out. The second part to Futures 101, Austin's beginner futures course. I built on top of that Futures 2.0, the more advanced version to the futures, how I trade it. I give you entry signals. I break down all the key levels, how to identify your VWAPs, your news, how to scale these funding accounts, get payouts, how to read the higher time frame. There's a whole bunch of chapters. I'm not going to say them all, but definitely go check it out because that'll give you the trading plan that you need. Right? It's only available on AceFX TV. So kind of even going back to the other trading alone, if you're on AceFX TV, you can watch me stream and trade live through the New York Open with a bunch of people in the chat to see the questions they have, to see the trades they take, to see the trades I take. All learn from each other, all give each other feedback, grow together, wanting the best for each other. It's just a great way to not have to trade alone. And also, you'll see me implement these strategies that I'm talking about that I'll teach you in this course. So definitely go check that out. It's only on AceFX TV, like I said. To see this one, you have to watch the Futures 101 because that's the beginner version. Futures 2.2 is going to be the advanced one on top of that. So hopefully this helps you out if you're making one of these mistakes, a few of these mistakes. I definitely think switching them around could definitely improve your trading. So give it a shot. Definitely dive deeper into the course. Let me know what you think. Reach out to me if you want more clarification, any questions. Let's stop making these mistakes. Let's start getting you some payouts. I'll see you on AceFX TV for the course and for the streams. Let's have a good month. Let's have a good week. I'll see you guys on the desk tomorrow morning.